Evet arkadaşlar, oyuna kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Şimdi bu duş nereden?
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Kongrach victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pahlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him. Yes, one of his allies could tell us Matmahus, but it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes, this was I do not. The Hofkasayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since.
Evet.
Well, that sounds like fun. I'm sure you'll have no trouble.
Dünya kan gölüne dönmüş. Bunlar gitmiş yatıyorlar. Oo. Kalk lan. Şerefsiz.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. According to Jarl, they say Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also because he knew he could. With good planning and even now we must. But our greatest weapon, until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. If it's the warrior, no doubt, Ulfric, the day might. But that day has not come yet. What you're asking, you want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep? There must be another way. The risk is too great. Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? I didn't say anything about giving up. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon? I want to help you, Ulf, do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is... No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme, but getting both... Maybe if the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe... Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Well, that's...
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
Şimdi. Oraya gitmeyeceğim mi ya? Evet.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated? I feared as much. I thought it was him we... We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other follower. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs. I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to... Even the Greybeard. So be it. Tell Ulfric and Jen... We will see if they still remember us. Sky, guard you.
Şimdi iki tane merkep beğeni buraya getireceğiz. Biri burada. Abi gittim ya oraya. Ne demek yani? Allah Allah. Nereye gidince keşfediliyor? Ben gittim orada. Şu herifle konuşup sonra davete katıldım ya. Buraya değil, buraya gelme. Inferno burası. Burayı keşfettim. Ya her yeri keşfettim artık. O sıktı ya, git arabaya bin bilmem şey yap. O biraz saçmalık oluyordu. Her yeri keşfettim, ondan sonra diğer kısa yollara bizim şeydeki arabadan gidiliyor. Orada bilmediğim yerler var. Bunlar
You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war.
Burayı sevmiyorum ben. Millet de buradan habire ev alıp duruyor.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood.
Algrove won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgi. See? So, and what would you have me do? Speak with Galmar. He'll size you up. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attack. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. I can't agree to any peace council until I know Tullius will be there. The other Jarls could take that as a sign of weakness. You're right. Let Tullius be the one to insult the Greybeards by refusing their summons. Show up these Imperials for the foreigners they really are. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs. He knows that. They all know that.
I've spent my life serving.
Are you going to wait?
I don't plan to
You
stop
think I
now,
need to send
no matter what
Bolgraf
the
astray?
Stay. Safe.
Şunu da kandıralım. Artık bunu kandırdık. Onu kandırmamıza gerek kalmadı.
Oh, trust me, it's not our safety you should be worried about.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious.
Orada da görev var, değil mi?
You're passing through Solitude? It's my sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like we have an the Solitude Lighthouse will be Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. Don't worry about them. Will turn me in. A tragic and very, very profitable event. You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
Şu şeyde yapabiliyor. Ya hepsini deniyorum. 29, 34. Bir.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of
Çok
tales to
kullanamıyorum
tell.
zaten ya.
But I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear them.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Tam oraya da gideceğim.
I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiments as a large
I
source.
remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. I suspect we could use someone like you.
Good.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
Speak with Legate Ricka. She will determine. The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that, dragons or no dragons. Has he? I suppose he doesn't want to miss a chance to bluster about the Empire's many crimes. He's probably hoping I'll refuse so he can blame the Empire for being unreasonable. Yes, he'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every
yes.
day more join his cause.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. Can you believe?
Sofya sen buraya geldiğinde niye kıçını açıyorsun?
So, you've done it. Men of I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involved, but regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors.
Beni mi bekliyorsunuz lan? Kız?
We all wait upon you, Dragonborn. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
you
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation. Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
I don't know how you can even move in that armor. It's bigger than you. It must weigh an absolute ton.
It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
We know exactly. No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard what she said, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Makar, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen brothers. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does
Shut
it have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
We want compensation for the massacre at Anga's mill.
You slaughtered them. The women, the children. You butchers!
That's a lie. My legionnaires are disciplined, unlike your...
Compensation every time a farm gets burned in a war that you started, do you, Ulfric?
What say you, Dragonborn? Yes. Do you hear that, Tullius? The blood of the innocent cries out for Wergild. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may...
I have been told that I have one of the nicest voices in Skyrim, or even Tamriel for that matter. I must say I am inclined to agree.
Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thangvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Lela Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Empire will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Anga's mill. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar.
So that's settled then. I thought for a minute there was going to be some serious trouble. Never have I been so disappointed. Oh well, we still have a dragon to trap in Dragon's Reach, which should be a little more interesting.
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach.
I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. He's a dragon. Not just any dragon. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort. I anticipated the problem while you were arranging this meeting, and Anget cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of Dragon. By calling the dragon with the voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled. Your voice, I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigation. Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Odavin, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Did you say something? Goodbye, then.
We have nothing to talk about until Parthenax is dead.
I'm glad you were able to negotiate a truce, but I don't trust Ulfric. He'll break his word as soon as it suits him.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Bunları hepsini ben yapıyorum. Zaten yapıyordum. Yapıyorum diyor. Tamam. Oldu. Ayak vuruyor. Hasar 110 mu?
I don't know why the companions think they are so honorable. They sent some hired thought to beat up some priest in the temple of Kinneret. As if a priest is ever posed a threat to anyone.
8, bu 111. Yıldırım olmuş. Bunda ne istiyor? Kaç üst var? İçki tozu. Keşke toplasaydım. Evet arkadaşlar, bölümü böyle bitireyim. Sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere, hoşça kalın.